Shana Tova and Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Now, Michael Jordan and I have one thing in common. We were both cut from our high school basketball teams. And though our paths went their own ways, he became one of the greatest athletes ever, and probably like me, you watched him on TV. I did see an ad last week in the Plain Dealer that said that the Cleveland Charge, the Cavaliers' G League affiliate, their minor league team, will be holding open tryouts for roster spots tomorrow morning downtown. That's Rosh Hashanah, by the way. Rosh Hashanah truly is the time for second chances, for tapping into our unfulfilled potential, for rebounding from our misses in life and aiming high. So if I don't see you at shul tomorrow morning for Rosh Hashanah, maybe you'll be lacing up your high tops and trying out. This year's movie, Air, focused on Nike's signing of Michael Jordan and the birth of the Air Jordan line of sneakers, which made famous Phil Knight and Nike's 10 business principles, many of which happen to align with our high holiday principles. They begin with this pledge: first, that our business is change. And second, that it's not a perfect process, but just do it. That's a high holiday theme. Our business is change. It's not a perfect process, but just do it. So let me share with you a story about a not so perfect process that can teach us about the blessings in our lives. Dr. Rachel Naomi Remen, physician, teacher, author, and gifted storyteller, writes about this lesson taught to her by her grandfather, who was an Orthodox rabbi and a mystic when she was just 5 or 6 years old. The Kabbalists, the Jewish mystics, teach that in the beginning there was only the holy darkness, the source of life. And then at some point, which happened to be today, on Rosh Hashanah, the whole world emerged in a ray of divine light from the heart of that holy darkness. And then, as in any good Jewish story, there was an accident. The vessels that contained the wholeness of the world broke open, and the light of the world was scattered into an infinite number of sparks of wholeness and holiness, which fell in all places and in all people, and they still remain deeply hidden within them until this very day. The entire human race, every single one of us, was created as a response to this accident. And in fact, we are all here because we are tasked with the mission to discover and uncover these hidden sparks in order to restore the wholeness of the world, to tend to the world, to strengthen it, and to lift it up ourselves. It's a task that we are all responsible for, and every one of us can be a healer of the world, and that ability to restore unites us, binds us, reminds us that each one of us can make a difference. We can be a blessing, and we can bless those around us. Now, Dr. Remen continued with her story. Every single Friday night, her grandfather would light the Shabbos candles and speak to God. And when he was finished speaking to God, my grandfather, she said, would call me to him and put his hands on my head, thanking God for making him my grandpa. And then he would tell God something about me that was true. Every week I'd wait to find out what that was. If I failed, Zadie would appreciate the effort that I made. If I made mistakes, Zadie would mention my honesty in telling the truth about my mistake. If I slept even part of the night without the light on by my nightstand, he'd say that I was courageous. He'd bless my accomplishments and even bless my failures. And though my grandfather died when I was only 7 years old, it's now many, many years later, Dr. Remen said, I quickly learned to see myself through my grandfather's eyes. I learned that I was enough because he blessed me and because I could hear his blessing and I could say, Amen. Now, many years later, as her mother was aging, unlike her grandfather, her mother was never religious. But at some point, she began to light Shabbos candles every Friday night, and on those nights, she would bless her daughter too. And Dr. Remen says this, I asked my mother why she only started to bless me so late in life. Her mother smiled and answered with these words, "I blessed you every day of your life, Rachel. I just never had the wisdom to do it out loud." I blessed you every day of your life. I just never had the wisdom to do it out loud. Rosh Hashanah is the anniversary of the day of that first holy accident, the creation of our world, the beginning. The reason we were created in order to redeem those hidden sparks, to lift up our world, tend to it, strengthen it, and make a difference. On this day, we were created in order to be a blessing, to bless the life around us, and to make a difference. Much in life can diminish us. Maybe we don't hear those blessings enough, or know how to bless the failures, the mistakes that teach us how to do better, and to be better, to be enough. Many of us don't know our own true potential and even how to achieve it. One third Nike principle is to stretch the possible. This is our time to indeed stretch the possible. On Rosh Hashanah, we are reminded over and over again we can change for the better and that each of us have the ability to transform and grow, for tshuva is an act of making ourselves anew. Dr. Remen's grandfather has given each of us a special mission this Rosh Hashanah, to become a blessing and to bless others aloud. We learn this from the moment that our spiritual ancestors, Abraham and Sarah, were given their mission in the Torah. When God first spoke to them with the words, "Lech lecha," go forth, begin your journey, leave this place and follow my lead, and I will take you home. There at the end of Lech lecha, God blessed them aloud with these words, "V'yeh bracha," you shall be a blessing, "V'yavarcha mivarechacha," and I will bless all those who bless you. So this Rosh Hashanah, let us learn from Rachel's grandfather and Rachel's mother, so that this year we do not leave our thoughts and feelings unspoken and pledge to share our blessings aloud in order to inspire, to expand and transform, to lift up, to strengthen, and to heal. So just do it. Stretch the possible. Lace up your high tops and aim high. Let us bless ourselves, our family, each other, our neighbors, our community, and our world. And let us say, Amen. Shana Tova u'Mituka and Shabbat Shalom. May this be a sweet, happy, and healthy New Year.